So one of the first dresses that you would encounter in the exhibit going on at the Hermitage right now is this phenomenal pink evening gown from the 1930s. This is a stunning piece of silk chiffon and with heavy beaded details throughout the bodice and even going into the waistline and the hip. It cascades with this beautiful chiffon fabric. It's almost a salmon pink color, and then the beaded details are more of a pop of pink and then a combination of lighter pink too. So when we first looked at this dress, we weren't quite sure if we had any sort of evidence of when this might have been worn, and that's true with most of the garments in the exhibit. However, one of my wonderful interns, whose name is Anita, pointed out when she was looking through some of the historical photographs in our records that there was a dress that looked like it might be familiar to this particular pink dress. And she was dead on, so good investigation skills, Anita. If you look at this historic photo that we've incorporated into the exhibit, you can see that Florence Sloan is actually wearing looks like a light colored dress, but look at the shimmering beaded detail that you see in the photograph here. There is a bow on the top portion and then these wave-like details that go throughout the bodice, to the waist, to the hip. So this is the dress that she wore at a very special moment in her life in 1933, January 26, 1933. She was invited to a banquet ceremony because she had been selected as 1932's Norfolk first Cosmopolitan woman recipient. And so she was the first woman in Norfolk to receive this distinguished honor, which was a major event for the city of Norfolk, but also for Florence Sloan. And it was really a nice dedication to her for all of her philanthropic servitude to the city and all of her tireless work in the Norfolk community to help garner enthusiasm for the arts and the cultural development of the city in its early years. And so this was a major featured item for us to include in the show. Not only did we have a gorgeous dress to be able to show, but also the photographic evidence to back it up. In the background, you will also see that there are more material culture items on view that are part of this little display. And so these are actually letters notifying Florence that she's been selected for the medal, this award from the city of Norfolk. And then her response as well, her thanks to all the selection committee members for thinking of her. There's also a program from the banquet of the food that they ate for the evening, the medal that she was wearing, a nice little pin, and also the photograph that they used when they were putting the banquet program together as well. So it's just a really nice little vignette, a nice little display to showcase all the different materials that we have relating to this major moment for Florence. And we've decided to place it here in our central hall gallery because it is the first thing that you would see when you are walking into the museum. And it really makes that nice statement that we were hoping to make and really frame for the exhibit to really highlight Florence's life and legacy here in Norfolk.